make the first step. You never know who is going to be there just waiting to support you moving forward. Having no money is no excuse. You just make the first step. You never know what's going to happen.
Hadari Oshri, welcome to Produce Your Passion.
Welcome, welcome. Thank you. Hi, Sam.
Hello, hello. Wow, I've been waiting for this one because when I think Produce Your Passion, you're one of those top people I think of.
Oh, thank you.
Talk about someone who lives and breathes entrepreneurship. That would be you.
That's me. That's me. Yeah. That's my definition. That's like another name for me.
Oh, yeah. And we're going to get into all that. But for people that may not know you, can you just tell us real quick, who are you? What do you do?
So I'm Hadari Oshri. I'm a creator, entrepreneur. I like to say creator because I like to create stuff. So my current project is Gula World. What we do, we're leading individuals to launch their visions, and we're doing it through our product, which is called Mind Master. Who doesn't know what Mind Master is? Mind Master, it's a mushroom mix. And what it does is promote growth of brain cells, reducing brain fog, supports your memory. With liamines, cordyceps, reishi, cinnamon, ginger, no caffeine and no sugar in it, so you can drink it any time of day. So once your mind is clear, a flow of information can come through. So it's very important to be connected with like-minded individuals, so you can really launch your vision and go through transformation, inner transformation that everyone goes through. That's what I do.
And I love it because I have my Mind Master right here because we are recording in the evening, and I love how it has no caffeine. Because I can have it literally anytime.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
I love it. So, okay, so I know you're an entrepreneur, you've done many things, but focusing on this particular passion, could you take us through that Produce Your Passion journey with Mind Master and Gula World? Like what gave you this idea? And then on top of that, like what made you take action on it? Can you take us through that evolution?
Absolutely. So after doing a lot of different kind of businesses, and after being involved with businesses that are only for money, yes, we made a lot of money making creating those business, which was the import export businesses, but it also connected me for people that the integrity not always was in check. So that really got me into a point that I said, okay, Hadari, just stop. And how exactly you can make your soul shine? How can you make the light shine and empower others? Because that's my true passion. I always had this passion inside me forever, but how do I connect my passion supporting individuals to another thing that is very important in living and affording good lifestyle is making money? How those two are connected? And not being a charity, how exactly those two connected. So this is why I decided I'm going to create a company that's going to lead individuals to launch their visions. And we're going to start with the mind. Everything will start with the mind. So basically, I took what I did and I put together a team of scientists that came up with Mind Master. I told them exactly what herbs to use in order to create Mind Master that helped me personally. So they formulated Mind Master. And then from that, we created that company, Gula World. So once you take Mind Master, you're entering Gula World. A word of teachers and coaches that leading you to launch your vision. So that really align. There's of course like the supplement business is like $27 billion in the next 3 years. Is a huge business. The money is there, but also there is also great opportunity to really leading individuals to launch their vision. And this is what my soul is craving.
No, I love that. And like I said, when I stumbled upon yourself and your events and your product. I mean, I was sold from day one because I personally don't drink. I'm into supplements and different nootropics and things of that nature. And when you go to your events, you're always very welcoming. There's a big Mindmaster station. We're taking shots of Mindmaster, and you meet
So
so
yeah.
many. You've created such a great community of people to connect people and share visions. Can you talk a little more about that? About the how you've been able with Gula World to combine all these things, like combine these events, and with these events you bring people in and speakers in and things that have nothing to do with Mindmaster, but they do at the same time because it's helping entrepreneurs uh, get focused and get a clear mind, and you're really great at giving people tools for success.
Right.
So can you talk about like bringing all that together when you first had that vision for
Yeah.
that?
So no one did it by themselves. It's not just about you. It's about how you can empower others and create more light in the world. So everyone has their own mission. Everyone has their own light that's just waiting to shine. So what I do, I just recognize those people that enhancing the light that I have inside me. And this is the connection. And when I bring them in, I just know that that's going to be a perfect fit to our community to help more people to shine their lights, if it makes sense.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I remember one of the first events I ever went to of yours, and you were talking and you were just saying so many things that spoke to the entrepreneurs in the room, like things you don't
Yeah.
hear at a corporate retreat. Rather, it was more, you have to. This is a mentally tough road, and like you have to surround yourself by people who are like minded, and it was just really, really good. So I mean, I personally can attest to the environment that you create at your events.
Yeah, it's fun, it's safe environment, and everyone is welcome to say and behave the way they want. And I always lead the events from three principal rules. The first one is unconditional love. The second one, what I do is not just for myself. If Mindmaster is successful, guess what? Many other people is successful. It's just about us. And the third part is about unconditional positivity. So meaning no matter what situation we find ourselves, is all about staying positive and stay in the moment so we can really have positive, successful breakthroughs. So yeah,
I
I'm
love
glad
that.
you experienced that.
Yeah, yeah, no, and so moving to the next segment, as we know, as fun and as much as we enjoy producing our passions, they don't come without obstacles. Because if it was easy, everyone would just do everything, right? So, could you talk about any And maybe it's going to be multi answers because you have your events, you have everything you do with Gula World, but then you have Mindmaster itself. And congratulations on all the success with Mindmaster. You guys are in TJ Maxx and Home Goods, right?
Right. We're in TJ Maxx, Home Goods. We're launching on the Home Shopping Network. We got into conscious health, which is a behavior health facility. It's a brain spa. It's really cool. We're in Juice Crafters. We're in Juicy Elate. We're in a bunch of stores around. And yeah, we're excited. We're launching on Amazon very soon. So a lot of things coming up. A lot of things coming up.
Wow.
We are excited. We are super excited. Yeah. Yeah.
So that's a perfect setup. So what obstacles have you faced to get to the point where you're at right now with that? Because that does not happen overnight. What you just named.
We're still on a journey. We are celebrating the successful milestones that we are having. But it's not. It's dealing with investors, raising funds. It's a production, having the right facility, having the right ingredients, having the right team, the right people around. All those stuff. These are all things that we are dealing with that has to be handled. Um, and it's sometimes it's not fun. It's not fun to to understand that one day the person that you thought is good for the team, so all of a sudden we're separating ways. So I have a very loving way to separate ways, but still it's very painful. It's not fun. It's not fun separating ways from somebody that you thought that's a long term relationship. But apparently, they came in, served period of time. Grateful for that. Now it's time to move on. So, yeah.
Can we unpack that a little bit? Because no one's mentioned that yet. And I think that's really important. Like a way to separate ways with people without it being ugly, if you will. Can you talk a little bit about that? Because it's very
Yeah,
hard to do. I mean, that's a CEO thing right there. I mean, it's difficult to do.
it's difficult. Yeah, I was not always like this. I've grown to be this way. So when there is a situation with individuals that it just doesn't work anymore, we're not aligned in our belief system. So meaning it's time to separate ways, because it's time to elevate. There is something else that's waiting, and a better fit for the company, better fit for me as individuals, that waiting to even shine our light even brighter. And the minute you just release this and let it go, so right behind it, there is something else standing. It's just about to really be in full acceptance and understand that that's part of the process.
No, I love that. And could you talk a little bit about the challenges you face? And we always talk. Someone on a few episodes ago named they call it the muddle. So it's like you're stuck in the mud in the middle. Like once you get launched and once you're out there, there's that purgatory period of like, okay, now what do we do? Like we have the product, we got to get this out. Can you talk about the challenges? And I've seen you in action before. I've seen you at events and at conferences doing your thing. So it's no surprise to me seeing the success you're having, but how do you get through those challenges of when you have a product and you're trying to get into stores, you're trying to get customers, you're trying to get people to try it? Could you talk a little bit about that?
So it's not about trying, it's about doing. It's not trying. I don't try to do anything. I do it or I don't do it. Let's start with this point, okay? So it's all about the belief system that we have. If you believe you're trying, so you're always gonna try. So what do you mean trying? Until when you're trying? But once you say, okay, I'm going there, and this is what's happening, and also to come in with no expectation. You come to have fun because that's your passion. I coming out to shine my light today, and whoever I'm shining my light on, it's a blessing. That's how I see it. So you see, so when we started the company, we went directly to the consumers on our website, and very quickly we realized that we're going to need to spend a lot of marketing money on that, and that we not necessarily have. So we had to change. We had to change direction. So the key is accepting the situation. Okay, what next? What next? Okay, let's put it in stores. That's going to get us cash flow. Well, it's not going to be the right margins that we're looking for the product, but it's going to get us out there. It's going to get us the brand recognition. It's like a marketing money that we supposed to spend, but we make some money, not what we wanted to make, but as much as people is getting to know MindMaster. So that the acceptance that okay, this is where we are. Selling direct to the consumer, it doesn't work when you have X amount of budget. If you have a set of investors that are okay with it, to invest 50% of the revenues on marketing, and then you have a scenario that you just spend on marketing, and then very quickly the brand become well known. When you're really starting, it takes time to get this kind of investors. So you still have a very good investors, but those people wants to see the profits. Okay. So it's very important to understand this and be grateful to the situation, and then take this situation and then take it to another level and say, okay, I'm going to sell right now to stores. It's not going to give me the margins that I'm looking for with selling direct to the consumers, but it's going to get me the brand recognitions that I'm looking for. And then it's going to open me for more stores, and that's going to open me for cash flow that I'm looking for. So that's what we did. So it's all about acceptance and very quick acceptance, calm down, and very quickly to move forward to the next. Don't let the anxiety, usually in the mornings, there are anxiety of like, oh, I need to do this, oh, I need to do that, where I'm going to find this, where I'm going to find that. Just to wake up very calmly, not to jump on the phone right away, not to jump on the computer, wake up, do your meditation, do your walk, do your workout, do whatever you need to do. Just do not fall into that anxiety that leading you to that stuck in the mud kind of thing that you're talking about.
Wow, you dropped a lot of gold there. Right there. No, I don't know which direction to go because you said a lot of great things in that. And I think I'll start with, because I've learned a lot of this from you, is you're really big on mindset. And I know you just named a lot of stuff on how to
Right.
have a good mindset. And as we've had conversations before, a lot of companies fail, not necessarily because of cash flow sometimes, but because the mindset of the founders or the higher ups, they can't take it, the
Right.
entrepreneurial route. So do you have any other tips or tricks for people that to work on their mindset?
Um, well, it depends what's the situation. There are many ways to work on mindset. Um, Many ways. We talked about binaural beats, and we talked about meditation and walks, and I love doing yoga, each one and their workout. I just, even if I have this anxiety, Adara, you're not doing any phone call, you're not talking to anyone. Just think about it over yoga class, and then after yoga class, all of a sudden, I have completely different perspective on whatever seems like a big problem before. So all of the sudden, it just become, oh, that's piece of cake. Or just give things a break. If things doesn't work at the moment you want them to work, just drop them. Just drop them and revisit them in the next time. In my perspective, there is never waste of time. Nothing we do, it's a waste of time. Everything happening in a perfect timing. There's no waste of time. And if something I invested time on and didn't work out, so guess what? I learned a lesson. I've learned something. Learned something that it's very necessary for my growth pathway. So there is no waste of time. Everything happening in their own perfect time, and everything, it's a process. So once you're following the process, results has to show up.
I love
Also,
that.
not react for everything. Somebody text says something, like no reacting right away. Take your time, take a break, think about it. I like the communication. So if you're in an argument with somebody, it's good to say, I hear you, I'll get back to you shortly, or something.
Okay. No, thank you for that. And I feel you're one of the right people I can ask this to because you have a lot of experience in this area. Could you talk a little bit? You mentioned it earlier, but any tips for people dealing with investors that may not have dealt with investors before? Because that's a different game within itself, too.
Yes, yeah.
So, I mean, we don't have to talk about it for too long, but is there any like quick tips you could give to people? Like maybe they're going to approach some investors or they just start working with some with their passion?
Yes, definitely. So the first investor, since Produce Your Passion, so it's a startup. So you're starting Produce Your Passion, you might have an investor. It's very important to appreciate, of course, not sell out, but not forget whoever supports you when you were young and just starting. So the early stage investors, that's why they're getting it in very early. They want to be benefit from the long run of the successful company. That's very important for early stage investor. So they're gonna drop in 20,000, 50,000. It might be your best friends, it might be, but they don't do it for short time, and then don't do it to get their money back. Yes, getting the money back is very important, and to have a profit on this is very important as well. But those are the people that believe in that individuals, and basically they don't invest even in the company, they invest in the individuals. They invest in you because they believe in you and your personality, that you are the one to do that. So those are the people that deserve rewards. And I see a lot of individuals that don't understand that part. And that's very important, to find that early stage investor to come in and drop in 20,000, 25. It's not a lot of money, but that money, it's something. It's to create your product. It's to create your first 100 units. It's to create your first whatever, to create a proof of concept that you're looking for. That's very important for as young as a starting company, as a startup. So always appreciate that investor that come in early, and 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 with appreciation also know what's the red light when you are not selling out. So it's a good balance between the two. It's a good balance between the two.
Okay, awesome. No, thank you for that. And so as we get to the end here, this is going to be two questions for two different groups of people. I'll start with the first group of people. For those people out there, they have that entrepreneurial spirit in them. They can feel that passion. Their intuition's telling them, "Oh, you need to go do this," but they just haven't taken action yet for whatever reason. What would you tell them?
Make the first step. You never know who is going to be there just waiting to support you moving forward. Having no money is no excuse. You just make the first step. You just make the first step. You never know what's going to happen. I'll tell you a story. So I needed to pay on our first round of production. I had no money. I was nothing. I had no money on this, and I needed to pay, but I had some money. I didn't have the whole money. I had some money. And then I simply asked, hey, can I pay you X amount of money now? And then can I pay the rest in X amount of day? And guess what? The answer was yes. So I right away made the payment, and right away I made the first round of production, which is not a lot of units, but that got me the start. So having no money, it's not an excuse. Everyone know I just lost my home in Malibu. Okay, just lost my home in Malibu. And again, I was just looking for a home around. I did not know where I'm going to go. I talked with a lot of realtors. I knew I want to stay in Malibu. All I had to do is just drive around and find a place. Just make the first step and find what you want, because what you want, that's what your soul is craving. So it's 100% there for you. You just have to make the first step. Like
Awesome.
the first step. This is opening miracles, by the way.
For other people's lives, just by taking that first step.
Just by taking the first step. Just by taking the first step against all the odds. That's where miracles happen.
It's almost like the universe rewards you for just making that effort forward. Like, you don't know what it's going to look like, but when you do start, like, the steps start to appear. Like when you start walking.
Start to appear, exactly. It starts to appear. You all of a sudden see like stepping. Yeah, absolutely.
And sometimes you're like, I have no idea where that next step's coming from, but we're gonna step forward anyway. I love it.
It's like we went to that conference. I had no clue that it was so expensive. It was so expensive to go to that conference. And I just said, we are going to that conference. There is no way we're not showing up to that conference. Don't even ask me how. And that was like right after the house burned, right after I got into the new place. I had gazillion expenses everywhere. And guess what? I put the money together last minute. I paid it. Like there was literally $2 in the account left. And the next, there was nothing, or there were $2 there. That's it. And I said, well, if I need to drive back and forth every day, that's what I'm going to need to do. But guess what? We managed to do everything. We had the full stuff, and there was plenty of funds to do all of it. And all this just because I took the risk and I put the full money. It was chunk. It was a lot of money. I put on this conference. We got all those great clients. We got all these things, but we got all of that just because of that. You know why? Because once the soul is aligned with your purpose and you follow, everything is opening up. Everything is opening up. And that's what it is. Take the first step.
And I'm realizing as I'm talking to you, so there's different levels to produce your passion, right? Like not everybody has to go all in and live or die by it like we might.
I want another
So,
level.
so someone made me do it as a hobby, right? But since I have you here, you bring up another good point of not being afraid to use all your capital on something because it just sitting in the bank. And I've had similar conversations with you. Like, what are you going to do with that? Like, you have to spend money, not well, obviously to make money, but also to make progress, to build what you're trying to build. It takes capital. Sometimes you can get around that and find different ways to do it for no money, which we preach too. But sometimes if you got it, use it. Use it.
Use it. Use it. Don't be afraid. Use it, and because that's what's going to get you to the next steps. I always say, make sure you look good and you feel good about yourself. So if you're a woman and you have highlight like me, make sure your highlight is done. Make sure your nails is good. Make sure you have nice clothes and your shoes looks good. Whatever, you look good and you feel good with the way you look. That's very important for men and women. Very important. And if you're set right there, just invest in what needs to be done.
Awesome. And so my next question in this realm, for the people that are producing their passion and they're getting stuck, they're getting overwhelmed, what advice could you give to them to keep going?
Just know it's all a fog and an illusion. And as long as you're really good with your attention and you're very good, your integrity is good. Whatever you do is really from good attentions. It's not for your only egotistical need to do something. You really want to empower and shine your light in the world. Just know any obstacle that you are facing is all an illusion, is not true. It's just a fog. It's just a fog to confuse you, to check if you really want to do it. And if you just sit on this, you will see after 2 or 3 days, the fog is going to disappear and the sun is always shining after a night. There is always sun going up. It's just not getting lost and not getting depressed and just understand. And that's a good question to see, producer, but is that, where is it coming? Is that my own egotistical need to do that? I'm doing it just to be famous. I'm doing it because I want to empower others. And I want to shine my light of others and I want to create more successful people in the world. I was struggling with this in the past. Be completely I was struggling with this. It took a long, long time to remove all the egotistical parts of my personality in order to be in the place we are today. I am today, that I'm craving to create leaders. I'm craving when I'm seeing you producing your passion. For me, it's amazing. I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. We wanna support this. So
Yeah.
so that's exciting. That's for me, when I see that, it's fun. It's
And,
fun, it's exciting, and this is why we do what we do.
absolutely. And your events have played a pivotal role in it because
Thank
a lot
you.
of your events, as I was developing this concept, I was having conversations, like side conversations at your events with people, testing it out, like saying, like, do you get what this means? And like, and hearing other people's stories. But yeah, I know, we haven't made the official announcement yet, but we're going to be combining forces here.
I'm
Uh,
excited. Yes, we're
yes,
gonna have
yes.
an
So
event.
grateful. You're going to be hosting our first event ever, which there'll be more details to come. This will come out before that, but everyone stay tuned. Gula World and Produce Your Passion combine. It's going to be fabulous.
Exciting.
And Valley,
So
yes, yes.
exciting. Yeah, I'm so excited for that.
Um, so if people want to look, thank you so much for doing this. This has been incredible. You've given us so much great information. For people that want to find you, Gula World, Mind Master, where are all the places people can go to learn more, to buy the product, join the community? Where should they go?
Okay, so we have our WhatsApp group. It's Mind Master group, and it's on 424-464-5639. Just message that, and I'll add you to the group. And then mindmaster.life. or gulaworld.com. Those are our websites, or you can find us on Instagram, which is gula.world, WORLD. Gula is Gula, GULA world, WORLG, dot world. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. When we started the company, I looked for a name. I found the name Gula. Gula.com was taken, but Gula World was available. So Gula World, meaning healing the world, because Gula, she used to be a healer in the Middle East. So
Oh,
Gula.world, but the website is gulaworld.com.
I love
It
it.
used to be Gula.world.
I didn't
Yeah.
know that. And actually, if you got a few more minutes, what's the future for Gula World aside from Mindmaster? What else do you guys have in the works?
We have a lot of things in the works, but we don't know we're in a present moment where we are right now. There is a lot of things that we are working on, but as we go and we grow, we pivot and we change. So there are more products to come out that we're currently working on, all the stores we are launching, all the events that we're working on. We'll talk closer. Like we have a big event, biohacking event over here in Malibu on June 22nd. It's going to start at 10 a.m. all the way to 7 p.m. Is open to the public, biohacking, how to take care for your body, on how to prevent getting sick, about frequencies. We have a lot of famous speakers is coming to speak. So that's a huge event we are working on June 22nd.
Awesome. Oh, I'm going to be there. I'm
Oh,
gonna...
it's going to be amazing. And then we have some partners events coming up. And then we have your event coming up that we're going to make an announcement on that as well.
Yep.
There is a big event on Third Street Promenade that's going to happen during the summer. There's a lot of things we are working on to put in everyone mind master in your hand, in your in your kitchen. Everyone has to have a mind master. We are so excited, so excited.
I love the product placement there. It's all about the just
All about a mind master.
yeah, all about the Mind Master. And no, I can't wait for the event. I don't know if uh, June 26th. That's when we're doing the Produce Your
June
Passion
26th,
event.
yeah, we're
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
Produce Your Passion, June 26th, open for everyone, all the artists. It's Sam's event. He's leading that. We are
yeah.
here to support him, and
I,
it's gonna be
I was going to say details to come. I'm sure we're going to be doing lots of promo leading up.
yeah. Oh, we're gonna promote. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't want to say that. I don't. Yeah, we're really gonna promote this. Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you. Is there anything
It's
else you wanted to share? Is there anything else you wanted to share?
Well, thank you so much for having me. Yeah, you're just amazing. You're just amazing, and this is what Mind Master is all about. And let's create more. Let's create people produce their passion and launching whatever they want to do and shine the light. So together, the world is a better place.
I love it. I love it. I love your energy. I love everything you do. I got to ask one more question because I got to take advantage of you being here because you can answer this very well. I've heard you talk about this before, and it's something that people are uncomfortable talking about or won't admit. You talk about, and I've talked about this in the book, Produce Your Passion, swallowing your pride and not being afraid of asking for help.
Oh yeah.
Can you talk about that a little bit? And we're talking for the extremists out here, the ones that, we might be down to our last dollar. We might, we don't know where rent's coming the next month, but we believe so much in what we're doing. And sometimes you do have to, I remember hearing you talk about that. Like people, if they don't know you need help, then they're not going to know.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that a little bit if you're willing to a little
Yeah,
bit?
definitely. So you never know when you're on a mission, everything is aligned for you. But if you're not gonna shine your light, the light will always recognize the light. So if you're a light, you're a little light ball, and you meet another light ball, so you're always gonna the light will always want to attract itself to share its light. But if you're gonna hide your light and you're gonna be egotistical and you're gonna say everything is fine, I'm good, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, everything is fine, and you're not gonna be really honest and say, you know what, I'm going through a harder time this time, and then open up. Of course, we all faking it until we're making it. We all do that. That's okay. You're not going to go and show your cards to everyone. But some people that are good friends and they are there to support you. This is literally their purpose. This is why they're in your life. They're in your life to support you. This is why the creator, the universe, brought you together to help you in this kind of little situation you are here. But you don't know this if you are going to be close or not going to talk about a terrible situation you're here in, and you're going to say, yes, I already have everything, I'm good. So if you already have everything, the other person that has something to share will not going to reveal itself to you, because say, oh, that person has it all. Why would that reveal itself? For example, if we need somebody for the company to do something, and if I say, no, we're good, we have this, we have a team, we have this, we have that. And for example, conversations with investors, oh, we have everything is good. But no, we do need somebody that is really good in X, Y, and Z. But if that person can actually support the company and bring that talent to the company, so basically I blocked myself right now if I said everything is good and we have everything. So it's very, very important to the right people in the right time to do that. To just open up the cards and say, I'm in that situation. Can I get some help? Can I be supported? And you'll be surprised how many people will say, you know what, I will help you. I really like you. I want you to succeed.
I love that. I just love the positive energy you put out in the world of helping other people and helping them succeed. And I'm grateful for you. And thank you again for coming on. This is awesome. You're the like I said, there's levels to produce your passion. this is like level 10 plus. Like when you come on, it's like, okay, this isn't going to be for the faint of heart. Like
this is yeah. This is like black belt.
Yeah, there. Yeah, but no, and I just have to give you your flowers. Like, there's been times, I'll admit, maybe mentally I was some places like, man, and I went to one of your events and heard something you said or heard one of your speakers or had a side conversation and I instantly got lifted up. And I felt completely different leaving your event. Like you said about the hot yoga thing. So again, it's that importance. We talk about surrounding yourself with your creative tribe, your passionate tribe, how important that is to surround yourself with people that, hey, even if you all are struggling, it doesn't matter because you all are staying in that positive energy to keep going.
Yeah. And you will see, once you're in a positive energy, you're attracting the people that also in a positive energy, and you're all working towards the same goal. So yeah, it's all about staying positive, not complaining, accepting, and full acceptance, and moving forward strong, walk strong and in confidence.
I love it. Well, Hadari, thank you so much. This has been awesome. Stick around for a quick second after I end here, but thank you so much. I'm appreciative for all you have done and continue to do. And I look forward to this event we're going to do. It's going to be one for the ages.
Oh, it's going to be amazing. I'm so excited for that.
And hearing your other events, it sounds like Gula World's just taking over Los Angeles for the summer. So it's
I'm so excited. Yeah, we are everywhere. That's exciting.
Well, Hadari, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in. To learn more, go to produceyourpassion.com.